Alright, hey, what's up, guys? SpaceEdge here. The Shadows Amidst Snowstorms event is now live, aka the Albedo and Eula Dragon's Mind event. As you guys might have seen in yesterday's video, I did pull Albedo and successfully managed to get him after he drained all of my Primogems. But now it's time we get into his story, his event story quest, and I guess as well as Eula's, I suppose, in Dragon's Mind. Now I'm really excited for this event because the trailer showed a bunch of interesting things, like frickin' Albedo freaking turning on us and Eula being a part of this in general, as well as like Benny joining in to fight him. Like I'm really curious to see like how does it lead up to that and like how does it resolve itself. I'm also pretty excited to see Albedo again because it's been pretty long since we last saw him. I mean, like I think the last time we saw him was during the Dragon Spawn event, the first Dragon Spawn event back in 1.2. And it's also good to see Eula and Amber and Bennett again. Yeah, I haven't seen them ever since their story quest. Holy crap! And after I completed the Mondstadt story. So yeah, it's nice that we're revisiting Mondstadt again and doing a quest focused on Mondstadt characters. And I guess I don't really have anything else to add here other than we get this pretty sweet sword for him that's custom made just for Albedo. I don't think any other characters can really make use of this weapon unless they release another defense scaling sword character. Oh yeah, and you'll also be able to R5 this thing with this refinement material. We're not just here for the rewards, we're also here for the story. So I guess without further ado, let us begin. Alright, head to the Mondstadt Alchemy store. Also, you will notice that my party consists of Eula, Albedo, Sucrose, and Traveler. Just because I like to arrange my party according to the story. Because I like to get myself immersed like that. Hey, look! Timaeus, Sucrose, and Albedo. What's up?
Hey, Timmy! Is that Albedo? Why is he leaving?
Leaving for what? And why does he look so serious? Did something happen?
Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon.
Long time no see.
Hello, you two. It's been a long time. Were
It
you
has,
having
a
really
full
serious
year.
discussion right now or something?
Just a regular catch-up. We meet here once in a while to go through any recent developments in our research projects.
So we just missed him. Maybe we should have hollered to him. He didn't look in the best of moods just now, though. Was he upset about something? If so, he probably wouldn't have been in the mood to help out anyway.
Help out with what?
Upset? You mean Albedo? Yeah, he wasn't looking his usual self. Upset? Uh-oh. I wonder if...
What, you...
What are you looking at me for?
I wonder if Timaeus fucked up again.
I wonder if Timaeus' research topic is so boring that Albedo finally snapped.
I was joking.
Surely not. It's not that boring, is it?
Nah. Anyway, Paimon wanted to ask you for a favor, Timaeus.
A favor? Well, sure. How can I help?
I love how we're just subtly ignoring the fucking burn Sucrose just said.
Well, Paimon found a bunch of super duper sweet Sincerias in the mountains the other day. But if Paimon eats them all, then they'll all be gone. So Paimon isn't ready to finish them all yet.
Wait, so you want to ask Timaeus to use alchemy to duplicate the Sincerias, really?
Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in and it turns them into juice. That way, they'll be preserved for as long as Paimon needs.
Do you realize how absurd you sound right now?
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid that sort of thing is a little...
Huh? Seems pretty straightforward to Paimon. Can't you do it?
Paimon, I'm afraid you've entered into the realm of the weird and wonderful with this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about you, Sucrose? Any idea? I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like it falls within my area of expertise. I could give it a try if you really want, but
I'd probably just end up giving all your precious fruits arms and legs.
What the fuck? Now I want to see this. I want to see it just a freaking sunset just run off.
Whoa, your tone is so calm, but your words are so terrifying. You'd think I'd be used to this by now.
Yeah, you'd think.
Well, as you know, my focus is on bioalchemy. Besides, keeping things fresh forever is just not possible. If you just wanted to modify certain properties of the fruit or their seeds, on the other hand, I'd easily be able to help with that. Alchemists usually focus in on their own research areas. Take us, for example. Timaeus, Albedo, and I all have very different research foci. Paimon, your idea is very imaginative, but it's beyond Timaeus's and my ability.
Ah, and this is where we go ask Albedo for help.
I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible device. After all, alchemy is not mechanics. There is a big difference between the two.
Sorry, I don't know what has gotten into Paimon today.
Well, excuse Paimon for overestimating the power of alchemy.
In fact, before Albedo showed up, everyone in Mondstadt thought alchemy was useless.
What?
Of course, we know better now. But even then, I have to admit, alchemy is only one of the many wondrous arts in the world. It's certainly not some kind of all-powerful magic that can simply take a substance and preserve it indefinitely. Sorry. That wasn't meant as a criticism against you personally.
Don't blame yourself for Paimon's outlandishness. I'll make sure to keep Paimon in check in the future.
Paimon just wanted some fruit juice. What's wrong with that?
Oh, of course, these are just Timaeus's and my subjective opinions on the matter. If you're really intent on pursuing this wondrous device, you can try your luck asking Albedo. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If he has no idea how to make one either, you'll have to give up on the idea.
It's really how we're like starting the events. It's just is when it goes from not sucrose, Paimon wanting fruit juice to fucking boss fight with Albedo.
He doesn't seem to be in a good mood today, though. What if he ignores us?
He won't. Albedo is not that kind of person.
But there's something about Albedo today. Something seems different. What could it be?
Hey, so where is Albedo heading to anyway? Dragonspine?
Probably. He spends all his time there.
Unless he specifically says otherwise, Dragonspine is where he usually goes. He seems particularly fond of that place. And somehow, the cold doesn't seem to bother him at all.
You're the homunculus. He's not human.
Then let's go to Dragonspine to find him. Come on, there's no time to lose.
Alright, let's go. The Snowy Pass. Shadow Mist Snowstorms Act 1.
Seriously? Albedo doesn't like my alchemy device? It can create tiny ice crystals. I thought I had a good design here. I was planning to take it further.
Create tiny ice crystals. What?
Timaeus, it's not completely useless, but perhaps it needs to be a little more original.
Oh, okay, I see. I'll give it some more thought. Then again, what is the use of this thing? I'm the one who came up with it, and even I can't think of a potential application.
I mean, you could put ice in, like, water to, like, make cold water.
Seriously?
Okay,
Timaeus.
same thing if you talk with Sucrose, alright. Alright, Albedo, let's go see you in Dragonspine. Oh, hey, it's, Cyrus and Amber. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
This looks lively. What's the occasion? Let's go and have a look.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy meeting you all the way out
Hey,
here.
nice to see you again, Amber.
Amber? Cyrus? Pallet? What's everyone doing?
Pallet,
in
oh god, let's
Dragonspine?
kill him before...
Don't you mind the cold?
Let's kill him before another boss spawns. Dun, 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 dun. I like this track. It's so calming. Hi y'all, long time no see.
Oh, the Traveler is joining us too. Oh, great! Fantastic! Wonderful! The more the merrier.
I agree. I feel much better with the
Shut your
Traveler
mouth.
joining us. Definitely the kind of person you want to have around in a tight spot.
I know a lot of Sucrose Sims are gonna be fuming mad at this guy. Sorry, what if I walked into here? What's the occasion?
Oh, right! Paimon remembers most of these people are from certain outrider is doing too.
Allow me to explain. The Adventurers Guild is holding winter training on Dragonspine. As you know, our members have varying levels of adventure experience. Dragonspine is an excellent place for budding adventurers to challenge themselves and improve. But it's dangerous to go alone. So, we made a plan for senior members to pair up with junior members. This way, everyone can experience training on Dragonspine together under safe and controlled circumstances. Now, every adventurer can progress together. I've been working on this grand plan for half a year now, and it's finally coming together! It's a great plan, isn't it?
Cyrus has a good voice actor. I'm almost mad that Cyrus is not a playable character.
Hey, you are an outstanding adventurer. Surely you must be willing to join us and help out.
Amber, what are you doing here?
Is the Adventurers Guild short on experienced members?
You're not here to join the Adventurers Guild, are you, Amber?
Well, that's part of it, actually.
What?
The other reason is, when I was patrolling the perimeter of Dragonspine, I found a lost kid named Joel.
Oh, right. Didn't he, like, lose his father on Dragonspine or something? Like, not lose as in he's dead, lose as in he's somewhere on Dragonspine, we just can't find him. Or probably dead. Who knows?
I heard he lives here on the camp, so I escorted him back.
I remember that kid, but Joel's father, yeah.
I know. Joel's father went missing.
Mm-hmm.
I totally sympathize with how much Joel misses his family. Dragonspine is so bleak and deserted. It must have been so lonely for him here.
Aw, Amber.
Right. Amber, like... Yeah, her grandfather, like, disappeared too. To who knows where.
Anyway, I wanted to do something to cheer Joel up, so I said I'd build a snowman with him. It's something he enjoys doing. It also gives me a chance to stay here for a while and help Cyrus out.
Since it's for Joel, come in. Since it's you, Amber, count me in. Alright.
Aw, really? Thank you. Let's go meet up with Joel then. Oh, I invited another friend of mine to join too. She should be here any second. She'll be perfect for this kind of thing.
Yep, she invited Eula. I wonder how Eula will react. You really just invited me here to build a snowman?
Hey, Cyrus, we've got to take off. Is that okay?
No problem. Go ahead. I still have some final checks to make, so I will call you before we depart.
Alright. Talk to the lonely Joel.
Yes. It feels like every time I try to drum up some enthusiasm for my idea, nobody wants to know. But whenever the young lass starts talking, everyone rallies behind her. What am I doing wrong?
Hey, don't talk that way, Cyrus. You're the branch master. You're awesome.
Yeah. It's just that Amber's a playable character and more people pay attention to her than you.
Have you done anything apart from resting all day? Come on! Are your supplies ready? Have you done your warm-up exercises? If not, then get to it, lad!
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, move your lazy ass, pallid. Alright, now we talk to Joel.
Hey, Joel, we're here.
Long time no see, Joel.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy right now. It's nice to have so many people to hang out with. Are you here to build a snowman too?
Hey, Eula, what's up?
Build a snowman?
Yep, exactly how I thought she would react.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to do the introductions. This is Eula, the Spindrift Knight and captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company.
And I've invited you here to build a snowman. Eula's just like, Amber, you fucking idiot.
Amber, you're being far too formal. The child is never going to remember all that. Please, just call me Eula.
Is it me, or is Eula's, like, voice deeper than usual?
Okay, Auntie Eula.
Auntie?
You can call me Joel.
Auntie Eula.
Auntie Eula?
Uh-oh. Eula's gonna add that to her long list of scores to settle.
All right, if that's what you want to call me, go right ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Eula would exact vengeance on a fucking child.
Whoa! something go for once?
Amber, what's this I hear about a snowman? I came to assist because you told me the Adventurers Guild was short-handed.
Oh, that's done already.
Yeah, that's something else. But look, Joel's at the age where he should be having fun, and there's nothing to play with on Dragonspine. He used to build snowmen with his dad, and since his dad's not around, we're keeping him company instead. Besides, Eula, it's gotta be more fun than taking an ice bath all by yourself.
Right. Eula jumps in the fucking lake to Dragonspine like a mad woman.
Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun.
I approve.
Yep. Count Paimon in too. Paimon wants to build a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman, Eula? Someone had to make the joke eventually.
Auntie Eula, are you too busy to join in? If so, it's okay. I understand. No, nothing like that. My mind was on something else, that's all. Building a snowman with Joel, are we? Sounds wonderful. I'd be delighted to join you.
Eula?
Then let's get started. First, we need to split up into teams to gather some supplies. Joel and I will be on one team. You and Eula can be on the other team. Hey, Joel, see that huge tree over there? Wanna race me there?
Yeah, let's do it!
Alright, you guys just go into Dragonspine wearing those clothes, wearing no warm outfits whatsoever.
Those two are fast.
Teyvat has his own laws, I guess. Hey, but now it's just me and Eula. Paimon, get out of here.
It's hard to tell which of them is having more fun. Hey, what's up with you two? Why are you just staring at each other without saying anything?
You're acting a little out of character. I'm trying to figure out what you're thinking. I'll say this.
Well...
We're alone here. Just tell me. Someone else around, you can say.
Joel probably hasn't spent much of his life in the city. He doesn't know me, and he doesn't know what the Lawrence name means to the people in Mondstadt.
Ah, so he's like one of the people, I get it, that won't discriminate you.
Right. That's why he calls you Auntie Eula.
Careful, Paimon.
True. In his eyes, I'm just another ordinary person from Mondstadt. It was a surprise, but not in a bad way at all.
Then it's time to get building a snowman, so there's something else bothering you.
How very perceptive of you. Were you staring at me the whole time when everyone was talking? You shan't be getting off lightly for that.
Well, sorry, Eula. You're just a sight for sore eyes.
The truth is, I'm a little concerned that I might be quite inept at building snowmen.
It's really? Building snowman is simple. Just roll up a ball and stick some freaking pine cones or whatever in them.
I have never built a snowman before. My upbringing was very strict, so I never had the chance when I was a child. And after I grew up, of course, it's not the sort of thing I would spend my time doing.
Oh no. Paimon's starting to feel sorry for Eula.
Take it easy. It's just for fun. Don't worry about it. The honorary knight will help you. I'll say just for fun.
You sound confident. All right then. Enough small talk for now. I see we have a member of the Adventurers Guild joining us.
Who? Oh, Bennett?
Greetings.
Oh.
We have a slight problem here. We've done a head count, and it turns out that we have an odd number of participants. In other words, we still have one instructor slot left to fill. How it happened was, we originally asked Fischl to be an instructor,
Oh.
but she was busy with something outside of Mondstadt during this period. So, we found another adventurer to fill in for her, but they still haven't shown up yet.
Wait, you asked Fischl to be an instructor? I'm sorry, how would the student exactly like learn anything that comes out of Fischl's mouth? But damn, Fischl could have been in this quest. Damn it, we haven't seen her since 1.1. What gives? I demand there be an event or something in the future where we see Fischl again. Maybe a Fischl hangout event or something of the sorts. I just want to see her again, man. Her and Mona too.
Thank goodness you are here. Ugh.
Are you talking about this NPC who is the new guy? I'm guessing we're gonna be watching over him.
Oh, hello. My name is Gerald. I'm a new adventurer.
Yeah, of course.
In
Yeah.
that case,
Eula can help.
Fine. But for that, you will pay.
Huh? Pay for what?
That's just how Eula talks. You're in safe hands, Eula. That's just how Eula
Okay.
talks.
I got it. I'm ready and willing to learn.
Wait, what about building a snowman, Eula?
Good, good. Then everything is settled. Thank you for your help, Eula. If anybody else signs up later, I may have to ask for your help as well.
No problemo. Also, he said something about the instructor being late. I'm like, is that instructor supposed to be Bennett? No problem.
Why did you give the spot to Eula?
I want people to know all the good qualities she has. Eula desperately needs this kind of opportunity. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're so nice. Paimon noticed Eula smiled just now. It must have meant a lot to her.
Yeah, Eula deserves better.
To be honest, Eula really is the best candidate for an instructor. Most people would find it hard to cope on the mountain because of the sheer cold, but not her.
Yep, freaking skinny dipping in the freaking ice water. Like a Chad. Or what's a woman word for a Chad? Like what's Chad but for women? I don't know, someone let me know in the comments.
Now Paimon gets it. This must be the whole reason why Amber got Eula involved in the first place.
Ah.
We were supposed to find supplies, but now Eula's busy with other stuff, and Paimon doesn't feel like going around collecting things. How do you think Amber and Joel are doing? Let's head up the mountain and see what they're up to.
Alright, well, we originally came here to look for Albedo, but okay. Guess we're helping Eula and Amber now.
Master.
Master, eh? What does that mean, Albedo, huh? What does that mean?
Strange. Didn't they say they were going this way? Where the heck are they? Did we get here too late? Have they moved on already?
How far did they... A strange rustling surrounds you. Did you hear that? I heard strange noise coming up from up the mountain.
Could they be in danger? Hurry!
Uh-oh.
Let's go check it out!
All the sound of the source of the voice. What voice? I'm not hearing anything. You mean follow the sound of the rustling, not the voice?
It's coming from that direction!
Hold on, let me just beat up these silly crows real quick. Alright. Amber, Joel.
The sound just completely stopped!
It looks like we lost it. The hell was that? Was it running away from us or something?
How could that happen? After all the adventures we've been on, our tracking skills are honed to perfection. Aren't they? Oh, guess we underestimated whatever was behind it. But if that's the case, then what exactly are we dealing with here?
I know that voice.
Oh, hey, Albedo.
Huh?
Yeah, we were looking for you, man.
What brings you to Dragonspine?
So, it's just you.
Oh, so it was Albedo all along!
Why would Albedo be running from us?
All along. Oh, what do you mean by that?
What's this star on your neck? Albedo. I don't think that was there before.
On the way here, we kept hearing weird noises, and it felt like someone was watching us the whole time. Turns out it was just you! Honestly, you really gave us the creeps. If you're bored up here, go find something useful to do. Don't go sneaking around scaring the poop out of people.
Scaring the poop out of people. For this game being too afraid to swear.
The things you felt and heard could easily be attributed to animals, or bandits perhaps. You should be wary at all times in this environment. There are all too many ways to sustain losses here if you aren't careful. So, what business brought you here?
It's a long story.
We actually came to look for you, but then it turned into looking for Amber, but now we've met you, so we're back to that again.
Yeah.
Your thought process is rather chaotic, as is the way in which you articulate it.
Hey! How dare you! All Paimon's trying to say is that we came here to look for you!
Oh, is that so? Then it must surely be something of great importance. I'm all ears.
Actually, it's nothing serious. I just wanted juice.
He seems to be in a better mood than we thought, right? Does that mean Timaeus' stupidity doesn't really get to him after all?
You're probably overthinking it.
Huh. Okay, let's just forget that ever came up.
That's okay if you can't tell me about it. Just treat this as an opportunity to stroll on the mountain and enjoy the view.
So basically, the truth is we're here on adventurer duty.
You tell Albedo everything about the event. The event just goes
I
hosting.
see. So you foisted the rookie off onto Eula so that you could wander off and goof around?
Pretty much. Maybe?
We're not goofing around! And Eula was the right person for the job! We were just being nice. What about you then, huh? What are you doing on Dragonspine?
I'm always here. This is practically my home now.
A friend commissioned me to do some artwork recently, and I have yet to finish.
Huh.
I came here because it's a quiet place where I can gather my thoughts, gather inspiration, and gather some raw materials while I'm at it.
Huh. Albedo's being paid to do art as well. I thought it was just alchemy, huh?
Raw materials? For what?
Paint.
Paint.
Star silver
Oh.
can be used to make high-quality silver paint. I just ran out of my previous batch, so I'll collect some ore while I'm here.
Ore can be used to make paint?
Yes, but you have to be selective with the specimens you choose. Even with a high level of impurities, star silver still contains fine silver-colored particles, but they lack luster, which impacts the color saturation of the pigment made from them. Paint made with such pigment is generally viewed as a fake or a defective product.
Interesting. So, paint aside, can you talk about how you find inspiration? Paimon wants to learn.
You want to learn to paint?
No, not for me. For the Traveler. Paimon wants the Traveler to learn how to paint.
Why?
During our travels, we sometimes have nights where there's nothing to do. It'd sure be nice to do something memorable rather than just sit around. Painting is a great example because it can capture a moment in time. So it seems like it's definitely a worthwhile skill to have.
So you want me to learn to paint now? Like, I already know cooking, and now you want me to learn painting?
Yep, why not? Once you mastered it, you can paint Paimon.
Ah, yes. That's the true reason behind all this.
Not a bad idea. Well, since you two would like to learn more about painting, why don't you come with me to the campsite? I have painting materials there. You can practice while I give you some guidance.
Sounds great!
Wait, what about Amber? Yeah.
Oh, she'll be fine. She is a Knight of Favonius after all. Let's just forget about all that stuff for now and go with Albedo.
Alright, fine, but I don't have a good feeling about this.
Come on, let's go! It's so cold out. Paimon wants to get to the camp and warm up by the fire.
Alright then. Head for Albedo's campsite. Oh, what the? What's going on?
Thieves! It's gotta be!
Oh, yep, a bunch of shit's knocked down. Right.
Some things are missing.
Nothing valuable, hopefully. Wait, where's Paimon's Mora?
What? What? You carry Mora? How have I not known about this until now?
It's hard to say their value, but some of my alchemy notes are missing.
Alchemy notes? Would they fetch a high price?
To the uninitiated, they are merely scraps of paper. But for someone who knows what they're doing, the knowledge contained in those notes is more valuable than any treasure.
So you're saying only someone who knows alchemy would have stolen them? But the only people who come to Dragonspine are adventurers, thieves, and monsters. What use would any of them have with your notes?
I don't think it's that simple.
I feel the same way. However, hilly trail break-ins and other such incidents are not unheard of on Dragonspine. It's difficult to draw a conclusion based solely on the evidence at hand. These appear to be...
Footprints?
Ah, you track them.
fresh ones. Meaning our thief can't have made it far.
Let's chase him down! We can't let them get away!
Alright. Madness is like...
From the entrance, the footprints go that way.
Oh, that thieving... thief!
Good one, Paimon. Also, I probably should have brought a pirate character into Dragon's Spine, but oh well, too late for that now. Imagine it's just like Amber or Eula or like just somebody we know.
The footprints lead up there.
So they scaled the cliff. Okay, after them!
Isn't this where the giant cryo Lolliturl spawns? Can I go into the thing without... Okay, well, nope.
Take this!
Guess I'm fighting you.
Rack and ruin.
Alright, done fighting him. Let's continue tracking him.
They're so hard to notice. So easy to lose track completely.
That's why we have to hurry.
Yep, hurry before the cold takes us. What, this way? Oh, off the cliff.
The footprints stop here.
Our thief must have jumped from the cliff. Get your wind glider ready. We're going down.
Yep, don't need to tell me twice. Down here? Into this.
Here, more footprints.
They're heading to the cavern. Ooh, we got you now. You sure can run, but you definitely can't hide. Let's go in.
Is it a domain? Okay.
Wait, I have an idea. I'll go in alone.
What?
Traveler, please stay here and guard the entrance.
Going alone, why?
This cavern has 2 points of entry, and there are shortcuts inside. Judging from the state of the footprints, he hasn't been in there long. I should be able to reach the other side before he does.
Alright, got it.
Cut him off at both ends. Good idea.
Whoever apprehends the thief first has to notify the other party. This way we're fully covered. Still, safety comes first. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
We'll be fine.
Yep,
Okay, see you shortly.
you take care too.
Of course.
Alright, see ya. As Albedo leaves, you wait outside the
Albedo
cavern.
found the thief. This is taking forever.
He hasn't been that long.
Really? Huh. Maybe it just feels like a long time because Paimon hates waiting. Waiting is so boring. Why don't we find something to do to pass the time? You know, something like... something like...
I Spy or something like that. Hey look, I Spy in the distance. Eula murdering a bunch of hilly churls. Wow. What's that over there? I spy Amber falling down the side of the cliff. Wow.
Oh! Look at all that star silver over there! Why don't we gather it up for Albedo? It's right next to the cavern, so we won't be going far. If anything happens outside, we can be right back here in no time.
Sure, let's just hope our backs aren't turned when the thief runs out.
Yay! Let's get started!
Alright.
Coming to be.
This stuff looks kinda
Inferior
lackluster.
star silver.
Is that because of the impurities like Albedo was talking about? Hey, this one's not bad.
Quality star silver. Alright, now we're back.
Alright, this should be enough. Some star silver shines a lot more brightly than others, huh?
I hope I'm not freezing to death here.
Finally, you're back.
Hey, Albedo.
Yes.
Wait. The star on his thing, it's not there anymore. What? Then why is the thief not with you?
Sorry. I was unable to catch him. He was faster than I'd imagined.
Oh, so after all that, we still don't even know who the thief was? What a waste. list.
I kind of wish that these sheer cult borders would disappear when you're in a cutscene, but oh well.
Still, we won't be going back completely empty-handed. We did some mining.
Mining?
Yeah, for Star Silver. Look, we got quite a lot. It's just like you said. Some are
Yeah, the
really
star
bright
on
and
his neck is not there anymore.
and others just look like regular lumps of rock with a little shiny bit here or there.
Star Silver. I was merely saying what was on the front of my mind. I hadn't thought you would genuinely go and gather some.
What's going on here?
Well, you said they can be turned into paint, so we got pretty curious. Also, if it weren't for that thief, we'd be making paint by now anyway, right? Or even painting by this point. Anyway, it's all the thief's fault for wasting our time.
Did you at least get your alchemy notes back or anything?
Yes, it's all the thief's fault.
Albedo, what the hell's going on?
The notes mean a lot to me. I'm not quite ready to give up the search
Oh,
yet.
you haven't got the notes yet.
Let's keep an eye out for clues as we go.
Alright then.
Just one thing. Do you want us to bring all this ore back, or did you want to sort through and get rid of the useless bits first? There's no point in bringing the bad ones back if it'll ruin the quality of the paint. Some of them do look pretty dull to Paimon, so it doesn't seem like those will be of any use at all.
Indeed. The sorting process is necessary. Humans are such practical creatures. They only want those things that are good. Once they have learned to distinguish between good and bad, they will never stop comparing things in their minds.
Albedo, you okay, buddy? Humans are such practical creatures.
Useless things should be disposed of at the outset.
Albedo, what the fuck? I'm not comfortable right now.
Right! Saves a lot of time that way. Efficiency first. So let's start by...
Oh no, oh no.
Help! Help me!
Wait! Did you guys hear that? Was that a cry for help?
That voice sounded very familiar. I think it might be Joel.
It's likely an adventurer in danger.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
I thought it was Joel, but okay. I guess it's an adventurer. Albedo, you got something to say, buddy? Useless things should be disposed of. Like, what the fuck? Okay, also, let's warm up before we go over there.
The voice was definitely coming from around here.
Is anybody there? Help me!
Oh, Bennett! It sounds like...
No way! Is that...
How'd you get stuck in there?
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? It's me, Bennett!
I couldn't recognize Bennett's voice when he's screaming. I thought it was Joel for a second there.
Whoa! It's really him! Let's get him out!
So sorry to trouble you guys again. The key should be someplace nearby. Please, help me find it.
How the hell did you get stuck in here?
I'm sorry to trouble you. This was all my fault.
Bennett, are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Right now, I just need to get out of here. I'm so cold. Achoo! I'm sorry to trouble you. This was
We'll
all
find the
my
key.
fault. Thanks. I'll be, waiting right here.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Okay, I kind of want to add Bennett to the party now. Because I need a pyro character and I need a healer as well. So,
You want me?
is this the key?
Wow! So much clutter! Oh, we're not gonna find the key here, surely!
Okay, not the key's not here. Here's the key.
Uh-oh. We got company!
What the fuck? Hang on, let me cook real quick. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, so they kept the key with them! Huh. We were searching around for nothing!
Why would the Fatui capture Bennett of all people, though? like, what's their purpose in it? Alright, Benny boy, you're free.
Oh, finally, I'm out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, why did...
If only there hadn't been rocks mixed in with the snow on the tree, it wouldn't have made me all dizzy when it fell down onto my head. And then I would have never walked into the Fatui's trap.
The goofy music's playing right now.
Bandit in a cage? Never saw that coming.
Bennett be unlucky?
I won't bore you with the rest of the details. Just me being unlucky again.
We drove off the Fatui. We got revenge for you.
Yep, taking them out was child's play. No need to thank us.
Also, did we just ditch Albedo just to go save Bennett?
You did? That's so nice of you guys. I know they were probably just following orders. But still, thanks for helping me out.
So what are you doing on Dragonspine? Didn't Razor want to come with you?
Why would Razor be with... Oh, well, they're practically friends. Never mind.
Did you hear about the Adventurers Guild thing? They're hosting a winter camp here. As one of their veteran adventurers, I'm here to help out the rookies.
Well, of course you were.
Razor's not an adventurer, and as the leader of Benny's adventure team, as well as the only actual member, I had to come on my own.
So where's the person you're supposed to be looking over?
But now I've been stuck here for so long, I probably missed it. Oh, I hope Cyrus doesn't get mad at me.
So you're leading the rookies too?
Oh! Wait, so that guy Gerald who got left in the lurch, he was supposed to be paired up with you? If so, sorry, Bennett, but you really did miss it. He got paired up with a different instructor instead.
What? Weren't they short on instructors? Where'd they suddenly get extras from?
Eula volunteered, that's why.
A few people from the Knights of Avonia stepped up in order to help support the event, so they ended up with more instructors than students.
Knights of Favonius. Yeah, they're definitely more reliable than me.
You can't directly
I'm just a walking accident waiting to happen.
You can't directly compare knights and adventurers. Don't be like that. You're grade 2.
Right. Anyway, that was just the situation when we last saw them. It might have changed by now. Who knows? Maybe a whole load more rookies will have turned up to join in. Besides, after all the trouble you've gone to show up as an instructor, Paimon's sure Cyrus will put you to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, wait a second. Where'd Albedo go?
Yeah, like, didn't he come with us? Did he?
Albedo? You mean the alchemist from the Knights of Favonius? He's one of the instructors too?
No, he's just chilling here on Dragonspine.
No, he just happened to be on Dragonspine. We were just with him, but then we heard you calling for help. He must have left us at some point after that. Could he have gone back to keep looking for clues? Let's go back to the cavern and see if he's there.
What's going on, Albedo? You're being really sus right now. Oh, what the? The star is there on its actual model. But in the cutscene earlier, the star was no longer there.
Still no sign of Albedo. This is weird. Where has he run off to?
This is great! Dragonspine's so fun today! There's so many people around. It's never usually like this.
Yeah, people haven't visited this place in so long, ever since it came out.
This was where we heard Bennett's cry for help, right?
Right.
We heard his voice and went straight over to rescue him. Then we noticed Albedo was gone. Huh. So he just didn't feel like helping us save Bennett?
He's just like, fuck that, someone's in danger? Now I'm gonna go focus on my own thing.
Wait, what?
That's awfully rude of
What are you
him.
talking about?
Oh, hey, speak of the devil.
Albedo, where the heck have you been? We've been looking for you.
And Star's back on his neck.
I should be the one to ask you that. Didn't I tell you to stay at the cavern entrance?
What?
Huh?
I'm not really following who was waiting for who and who was looking for who, but first things first. I apologize, Albedo. I don't fully understand what's going on, but it seems like it's mostly my fault.
Ah, come on, Ben, don't be like that.
No, Bennett, this is not because of you. You needn't blame yourself.
Yeah, this is the real Albedo we're talking
Clear
to, I
this up
think.
for me. What was the reason that you left the cavern entrance? Did you...
There you are.
Yeah, Eula.
Stay right there. You have a lot of explaining to do.
Is there a fake Albedo running around? Is that...
What? Me?
Huh? Eula? Aren't you supposed to be helping the new guy?
Yes, that's what I would be doing, if I hadn't been interrupted by a certain someone's malicious scheming. Albedo, I saw you taking Joel towards the wasteland at the edge of Dragonspine. That place is crawling with monsters. What the devil do you think you were doing?
What's taking Joel to the... What happened to Amber?
Whoa, wait a second. What's going on? Actually, wrong question. How much stuff is going on?
When I came to stop you from leading Joel any further, your first reaction was to throw the child down and attack me. When I fought back, you quickly fled. Care to explain?
What? Did you... There must be like a second Albedo running around or something.
I see. Interesting.
Interesting.
Eula, it sounds like you met an imposter. Someone who was impersonating me.
Ah, that might explain why the star is like missing from the other Albedo.
Impersonating you? To what end?
Are they like using alchemy to like completely mimic his appearance? Or something like that? This shit's getting interesting.
It is difficult to draw a definitive conclusion for now. But these strange incidents do seem to be connected.
After recounts beating you, discovering the theft of the camp, pursuit of the
Your
blah blah
alchemy
blah.
notes were stolen. Can the Traveler and Paimon testify that the three of you were together up until you entered the cavern?
Yeah.
Yes, we can confirm that.
As things stand, I don't have any reason to harm the child. Whoever you met is likely to be both the thief who stole my notes, and also an imposter. Of course, it's entirely natural for you to be skeptical of my story. I was separated from the Traveler and Paimon for a significant duration while we were pursuing the thief. My word alone cannot serve as a definitive account of my actions and whereabouts during that period.
Wait, what happened to the thief though? Did you even find him?
But the Traveler and Paimon can at least testify that I was not the individual who tore up the campsite or stole my notes.
Oh, maybe that's how the thief escaped, by impersonating Albedo. So like when we went to go save Bennett, he just fucking booked it.
Albedo, do you have any enemies? Could it be one of your enemies impersonating you to get revenge on you or something?
I don't have any enemies. And I'm not aware of having given anyone cause to exact vengeance upon me.
Vengeance. Eula's right over there.
There is insufficient evidence to assert what happened with any certainty at this point. Given how serious the situation is, I intend to investigate it myself, even if you decide not to pursue it any further. Eula, I won't discourage your ongoing suspicion of me if you can't believe my story. Though, naturally, I would hope you can afford me some credibility on account of our solidarity as fellow members of the Knights of Favonius. Traveler, Paimon, Bennett, if you are willing, I welcome you to monitor my activities beyond this point so that you can act as my witnesses.
Sure, we'll follow you around.
If I am what this imposter wants, he will come looking for me again eventually. Things can only become clearer from that point on.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, as preposterous as your claims sound. And I will choose to believe that an imposter went after Joel, and not you.
What happened to Joel anyways?
I will keep Joel safe. If you need any support with the investigation, contact myself and Amber.
You have my gratitude.
As far as Amber goes, I will...
Where is Amber anyways?
Eula! Eula! Where are you?
Speak of the devil. Oh, there you are.
Amber, we're here!
Eula! Oh, and Traveler, Paimon, Albedo, and Bennett. You're all together. Great.
She just comes here, starts clapping.
Bennett, I'm glad I ran into you here. Cyrus was telling me you still hadn't shown up. He was getting worried you might have run into some trouble.
Makes sense. That's Cyrus. Oh, that Freaking unlucky bastard. Go save him, Amber. Something like that. Damn, are we sure Bennett should be instructing anybody at all? Like, supervising anybody.
Yeah, I ran into a little trouble. Thanks for your concern.
Sure thing. Well, now that I found you, let's go check in with Cyrus. But before that, has something come up? How come you're all gathered here together? Need any help?
Between us, there have been a few minor incidents, but nothing I haven't already dealt with.
Ah, so we're not informing Amber what's going on here.
Oh, yeah. It's my fault, really. All because of my bad luck. But everything is fine now.
So, it's all set then? Great! Shall we head back down together? I did say I'd bring Bennett back if I saw him.
Sure, I'm ready to go.
Very well. Let's go.
Alright. Team disperse. That's interesting. And Albedo Imposters is out there, but who is the one impersonating Albedo and why?
And then there were 3.
Traveler, can we talk somewhere else? There's something I need to tell you.
Okay.
Let's go to my camp.
Back to your camp. Alright. So is the camp still messed up? Like, I guess it probably would, since Albedo didn't have the time to clean it.
My camp is somewhere that we can talk openly, without reservation. But before that...
Let's fix things up here.
Whoa. What a mess!
Okay, I'll tidy up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Coming to be!
Tidy the camp.
I've been absorbed in my research lately and haven't attended to the dusting. It's due for a cleaning.
Alright, pick up the painting of the Helio. And everything's done.
Yep, that should do it. Neat and tidy.
Thank you, both of you. Now that everything is in order, it's time to talk.
Yeah, what's with this Albedo Imposter or whatever?
You look really serious right now. Is this about what happened earlier?
Well, duh.
I remember I once told you that you must have questions, and then I would answer them. I also said that, while I did not wish to deceive you, there were certain things I could not go into detail on. I am a synthetic human being.
Oh, he's telling us now.
A human forged by human hand. The one who created me, my mother and teacher. Her name is Rhyndotter.
Rhyndotter, yeah.
A researcher from Conria, also known as Gold.
Finally, like, this was all... Yeah, what he's saying right now is all in his, like, character story descriptions. Now they're finally bringing it up in the main story, so that more people can know about this. Because this is really important stuff that's for some reason in freaking optional text.
A synthetic human? What the...
Yep, a
How
homunculus.
does that work?
When the pinnacle of attainment in alchemy is combined with unimaginably vast learning, the apex achievement is the creation of human life.
I think I see where this is going. Someone used the same alchemy, like method or whatever to create an Albedo imposter. I think that's where this is going. I think.
When you say Conria, do you mean...
Yes, the nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
I am indeed somewhat older than my appearance might suggest. But when I came into being, Conria had already been destroyed. I have no memories of it. My master raised me and taught me everything. Like her, I am a pure alchemist. I live for academic knowledge. Nationality and identity are not what ultimately define us. Traveler, what is your general feeling toward Dragonspine? You've visited numerous times now. Would you say it's a cold, eerie, and melancholy place? Rhyndotter created 2 miraculous beings. One is me, and the other is the venomous dragon, Durin,
Yep, Durin,
who died here.
He's dead right now. And his heart is at the bottom of the mountain.
Durin? So that makes you guys brothers?
Technically?
As sons of Rhine-daughter, Durin and I are indeed inextricably linked to one another. The phenomenon of our creation defies definition within the scope of a typical human worldview. But if we may tentatively call it birth, then yes, we, by extension, are family.
Speaking of Durin, Paimon remembers that his power was quite special.
Yeah, strange and tenacious life force. Like, his heart is still beating inside the mountain, but his body is dead. So that's weird.
That's right. Because of this, whenever strange things happen on Dragonspine, it always makes me wonder. For instance, the feeling of being watched that you described, as well as the sounds you heard, and the one impersonating me that Eula met.
About that, there's something else I couldn't say earlier.
Oh, right! Paimon knows what you mean. When Eula and the others were here just now, the Traveler gave me a look as if to say, don't say anything. Probably because it would only make you more suspicious, so Paimon kept quiet. But Paimon noticed that you came out of the cavern not too long after going in, and you told us that you didn't manage to catch the thief.
That must have been the imposter.
Then we heard Bennett calling for help, so we went to rescue him. But strangely, you didn't come with us. And when we got back to the cavern to go find you, suddenly you were the one looking for us.
So, it seems that you met my imposter too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if so, it was a pretty good impression. He had you down to a T. We never would have guessed.
The only difference is the star in the neck and whatever.
Also, after he left us, why did he go after Joel?
Yeah.
Perhaps Durin's power drives people to madness. But that's merely crude conjecture.
There's an event for adventurers on this mountain. What do you mean? It's not like Durin's power can drive people to madness.
Whether someone is impersonating me or there is another false me out there, this is a cursed tale, and it is not one whose weight you should have to bear. Traveler, perhaps you should return to Mondstadt if you have no further business here. The work that lies ahead will occupy me completely. I'm afraid I will be unable to entertain you beyond this point.
I'm not going anywhere. Paimon and I will help with the investigation.
Yeah, we're Dragonspine veterans by now. If there's something really bad going on, we can't just leave you here to deal with it on your own. That wouldn't be very nice now, would it? Besides, there's no one else in Mondstadt that you can talk to about this. Sucrose and Timaeus don't know your secret.
All right, yeah. We're the only ones who can help.
Yeah, don't push us away at a time like this.
All right. Thank you. You were intending to participate in that winter camp, if I recall correctly. That could serve as an excellent pretext for you to remain on the mountain. In that case, please join in the activities of the Adventurers Guild as planned.
All right. Oh yeah,
And
the
be on the
activities.
lookout for any leads while you're at it. If anyone sees me, or someone like me...
We'll be sure to pass the info straight on to you.
All right.
Good. Then we're agreed.
Okay, let's split up to look for clues. Then meet back here at this camp in a few days' time.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
I guess it's the end of Act 1.
But please, whatever happens, put your safety first at all times.
I will. Shadow Amid Snowstorms, the Snowy Pass, Act 1 complete. And now we got, Born of the Snow, which is, I think the, to build the Building the Snowman, that thing. I'll do that later. And also the Dragonspine Special Training, I think it's the Obstacle Course one. Oh, there's a bunch of it. Okay, this one's the... Oh, there's Combats, there's Tracker, and there's Agility. Huh. Okay, so only the first stage is available for each one. Alright, I'll do that later. And then we have this one that unlocks in 5 days, and the event shop. Okay, so you need to build the snowman in order to get Albedo's sword, which I'll do in a bit. Damn, next phase opens in 5 days. We gotta wait a pretty long time for Act 2, huh? That's interesting. But hey, yeah, that will do it for Act 1 of the Dragonspine event. The Shadows Amidst Snowstorms event. Pretty interesting so far. It's got me intrigued. Like a freaking second Albedo just running around Dragonspine. And then the Albedo casually just revealing info about himself to us just like that. Like about his master, how he's not like a normal human being. About his master who's from, yeah, Conria. And that Durin is his brother who's dead on this mountain. And his heart's still beating at the bottom of the mountain. Like, just a bunch of stuff just got revealed in just this first act. I'm sure this event will like put more spotlight on Albedo now, since people know that, yeah, Albedo is not just a normal Knight of Favonius at this point. But yeah, that was a pretty good first act. Like, yeah, you've got to see a bunch of characters we haven't seen in a very long time again. We got a bit of a mystery going on here with the Albedo imposter running around, which I think will lead into that Albedo boss fight that we see in the trailer. The Cryo Albedo. And yeah, Eula is like, yeah, now pursuing this Albedo imposter, but doesn't fully trust this Albedo just yet. So yeah, this quest has got me hooked. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait 5 days for Act 2, so... oh well. Well, that about does it for today's video, guys. I enjoyed part 1. Act 1 of this event quest. Very looking forward to see what happens next in Act 2 and whatnot. But yeah, again, that'll do for today's video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this event so far. Leave a comment down below, let me know what are your thoughts about this event, and about Albedo's lore and history and whatnot, or just anything related to this event. And subscribe today if you want to see some more videos from me. I'll definitely be making a video on Act 2 of this event quest. So yeah, subscribe today if you want to catch that video too. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.